Alright folks, we start off this morning with a 1966 T-Bird. A very interesting shape. You know, at first I thought it was a Mustang, just with the shape. And maybe the sun's just kind of blinding my eyes, but yeah, just how it's different from the Thunderbird of the 50s. So very interesting. And in the same section here, we have a 1979 Ford Ranchero. Second one we've seen at this event. Typically, I see the El Caminos a lot more, like this style of vehicle. So good to see another Ranchero here. And then we have our third Ranchero. So good, yeah, good showing of Ford Rancheros at this event. So check it out, folks. Here's the information on this 1933. I'm guessing Ford. So if anyone's looking for a good project car, this is it. No, she definitely has potential. So check out this Ford custom cab that's already been sold. You know, I really like this style. Yesterday I saw a GMC. This kind of style was, was the like a pickup, and then it had the, canopy in the back or what have you, and I was going crazy over it. So I really do like this style. So this thing is already sold, so someone's got something nice on their hands, so good for them. Yo, check out the 68 Ford F350. That's tight. Yo, check out the 60s Pontiac. Pontiac 326 here. And I think this one's being sold for $20K. Here's the info: 717-889-6764. $20K if you guys are interested in this really sweet Pontiac. Yo, check out this C10. 1962 C10 for $16,500. Yeah, this is beautiful. Yeah, real chill guy selling this. So yeah, this is a nice cab. I thought, not to sound ignorant, I thought it was a GMC, and I say that because I've seen a lot of GMCs, and even the front of this, it just looks so different from what I'm normally accustomed to seeing. Like I see a lot of 80s C10s, the square bodies, and this totally has like that 60s front. So maybe that's kind of why the other GMCs were this same way. But look, it looks beautiful with the American flag in the back, doesn't it? But beautiful truck, $16,500. This is a steal, man. So yeah, you guys out in Carlisle, man, you got to come up here, get to the top of the hill and buy this thing. Yeah, I love seeing stuff like this. This is so cool. You could pretty much, if you got skills and talent, you could just pretty much build your own cab or something. And there are people here that definitely probably have the skills for that. Probably some good welders and stuff. They could probably do their thing here. Yo, check this out. There's definitely a lot of history with this ride over here. I could see it. So this looks almost like some delivery truck, but like it's a Ford, like 1929, 1930. I'm just ballparking it somewhere around there. With the back, it makes me think it's a delivery truck. But you guys in the YouTube comment section, let me know what you think this Ford is. It's funny, my plan, is primarily to film cars, but when I come up here, there's this. That's cool, man. No, there's so much cool stuff here, man. Hey, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? So, we are here at the Carlisle Fairgrounds for another day of fall Carlisle. Had a really good day yesterday. Got a lot of cars. So the cars in the background, that area, it looks like we were there yesterday, and I'm gonna guess they're similar cars. This is probably the same cars that we got. So we're gonna probably try to focus on the other side of the stands over there and just see what kind of cars, and even some vendors too that we can get. Some of the vendors, are selling a lot of really cool antique stuff. So you guys definitely want to come out here. But anyway, let's get to filming. We'll see you. So we are a little bit closer to some of the cars, so I'm just going to do a pan so you guys can see. It's still kind of early, and some people are still setting up. And then you can't see up on the hill. There are also some vendors up over the hill too that we got a little earlier. So anyway, let's keep rolling. Hey folks, I know I got this Bel Air yesterday, but it's so beautiful that I want to get it again. And I just kind of want to just do a full walk around. I think this is a 53 if I remember correctly. But as I mentioned yesterday, I just don't see, I haven't seen too many convertible Bel Airs, oddly enough. And at this event, I've seen at least 3 of them. But this is just a beautiful car, so I just had to kind of film it again. Yeah, absolutely stunning. And the owner did a beautiful job with the upholstery, as I said yesterday. And, you know, as I said yesterday, this dash is particularly cool to me because I don't see many 53s. I've seen the 55s and the 57s, plenty of those, but not a 53. So really nice to see. '56 Bel Air. We saw this car yesterday. I think it's an '83 Maverick. No, I think it's from the '70s actually. It's a Maverick. But you know, there were some people there nearby, so I couldn't really get a good shot of her. But this is cool to see because again, it's, you know, it's something really unique. I don't see too many of these. See, it's got the fastback design. I almost get like Pinto vibes from this. It's weird. There's some really cool upholstery in this. I like the design of the upholstery. Ooh, yes, look at that. It is kind of this actually does remind me of the Pinto my dad had. I know this is not a Pinto, but it's very similar to it seems like. And I love how you have the recessed gauges. And look at that, you got the Maverick badge on there too, so very cool, folks. Very, very cool. So I was way off. It's a 73. I don't know why I thought 83. I don't know. Anyway, it's early, but yeah, 73 Maverick, folks. Here we have the 55 Bel Air. Alright, folks, I don't remember getting this one. A heavy Chevy, 72 Chevelle convertible. Maybe I did, who knows. But it's so beautiful, I'm going to get her again. Now, we did see this Corvette yesterday, but if I recall, it was parked between a bunch of cars, so this is a chance for me to get a better shot of her. Corvette 95. And here's the cab and the interior of the Corvette 95 flatbed. Very cool, folks. Yo, this thing is nasty. We saw it yesterday, but I think this is a better opportunity to film it now. Oh. Yeah, this thing is freaking, this Camaro's freaking badass. And look at this. This is the truck that I fell in love with yesterday. And still in love with. And it's good to see it kind of parked. Oh, we still. Okay. Maybe we really got lucky there. We started up too. Freaking nice ass truck. Check out this Torino for $30K. 540-937-2117 if anybody wants her. This is nice. Love the cream color and then the red striping. This is a very sharp looking car. Check out this 74 Plymouth. Ooh. Wow. And I know we got this yesterday, but I don't care. Wayne's World, party time. Excellent. So we saw this yesterday, and there were some comments that were not exactly complimentary. See, I actually think this is a pretty nice looking car. I mean, yeah, it looks very different. You know, it's really different from your typical, like your American classic that are typically bigger and more imposing. it doesn't quite fit into like what you call like the Volkswagens or hatchbacks. It's just kind of somewhere in the middle. So I can see why some people, I'm going to walk around, or may not like the shape of the car, but I actually do like this. I do actually like the I like how original it is. I love the color scheme. I love the wheels on this. It looks like it's been kept in pretty good shape. So it's certainly not a bad car at all. Yes, I know I got this car, but it's just so beautiful to me. This car is so pristine. See a Ford Fairlane, folks. The Victoria version. Wow, what an absolute stunner of a car. Man. So we're way on the other end now of the hill, that is. Close to the other side there. Just gonna do a general pan. And I think this is gonna be kind of more of a chill day, which I like actually. Sometimes hustle bustle can be just kind of overwhelming. I think today's gonna be more chill though. So anyway, all right, let's keep moving. Check out this 1971 Monte Carlo. Yeah, she is tough. That is a tough looking car, man. Hey everyone, so we're kind of way on one side of the event. There are the stands over there. So we're just kind of taking it easy, just kind of walking down this way here, just checking out some things, seeing what the vendors have to sell. And again, like I mentioned before yesterday, just a lot of really cool vintage stuff here. Ooh, look at that truck. I'll have to get that truck also. The Ford F100. Yep. 72 Ford F100. Look at that. Check this out. Something for you Oldsmobile fans out there. That is cool. Yeah, I was just listening to a YouTube video on my way down here about Oldsmobile and how it was Oldsmobile that came up with the very first automatic car, fully automatic car, a Hydromatic. And there were some other, inventions and contributions that Oldsmobile made to the auto industry. So it's very, very cool to see. So even on the other side, he's got even more Oldsmobile plates here. That is so freaking cool, folks. Yo, check out this Chrysler 300. Oh, look at that grill. I just love looking at a car's grill and knowing it's not from Ford or Chevy. Nothing against Ford or Chevy. It's just, again, going for the cars that are less common. See if I can get this whole car in frame here. Oh, that's beautiful. Chrysler 300. And this is the 1964 Chrysler 300. And there's the information. If you're interested, 304-261-5001. Gonna pan back out on her so you guys can see. So this beautiful baby here, you better move on her fast, because a lot of the cars here are selling out. But that's a beautiful car, folks. Yo, check out those signs, man. Look at that. Look at those vintage signs. I've seen a lot of these, on the fairgrounds here. People selling the signs. Ooh, look at that. Anyone getting Pristine vibes, folks? Wow, check this out. Man, I feel like Arnie Cunningham, or what Buddy Repperton called him, which might get edited out, Artie Cuntingham, if anyone remembers that movie. And I know this probably isn't actually, I wonder if it is a Plymouth Fury. It has a rear wings on it. I'll have to double check that. Nope, this is a Bel Air. I should have known that right away when I saw it. I knew it was a Bel Air. But it's funny, every single time I see a car like this that's, like around the 50s or so, and it's all like patinaed out, I just get the Pristine vibes. I don't know what to say. Check out this 1979 Dodge Magnum. And just from the shape, you get the Lincoln car vibes. I wonder if I saw this yesterday. Maybe I did. But that's okay, because to me, it's really cool. it's just cool to see. It's always cool to see something unique. Yeah, we did get these yesterday, and here's the 66 Catalina, so I do remember getting both of these cars. But again, it's just cool to see the cars that you just don't see that often, even for classics. Check out this 1965 Chevy C10, getting quite a bit of attention here. So there's the information on her. 717-515-8022 if anyone is interested, and if the car's still available by the time I post this video. 65 C10 pickup, very sweet. Check out these wheels from Custom Performance Products. Ooh, they do have some nice wheels here. Check those out. Some very interesting modes of transport there. Look at that. Check that out. There's some very cool items here. Now that is a badass looking pickup. Monk's Garage. Whew. Man, look at that freaking gray. Freaking sick ass truck. Now that is a sweet Vette. Look at the color. It's like a brown, really nice. Love the old school handle there. Very reminiscent of the car that my mom had. Look at the T-top. Oh, that is freaking fresh. Look at that interior leather. Oh, yes. Beautiful. I may have gotten this yesterday. It's 1931 Street Rod, but who cares? Let me get it again because it's so beautiful. I got this 1969 GTO for sale. Only $6 grand for this. 570-578-9838. Again, assuming it's still there by the time I post the video. Beautiful. Let's see if I can get it from this side too. Yeah, the sun's a little, I'm not sure how it's gonna look with the sun, but really strong looking ride here. Then you got an 84 Mustang here for $8 grand. 570-956-7184 if you want this baby. And you got some more cool signs here. And then we were on the second road here, or second row of this side of the event. I don't know if you can see the stands over there. So yeah, we're just kind of walking through these rows over here, kind of behind the stands, see what we can find. Check this one out. Check out just the yellow bumper covers on each side of this. Makes a difference. The yellow goes really good with the dark blue. So only $1,095 for this dinosaur. This is the Brontosaurus. Let me know in the YouTube section in the comments what you guys think. Ooh, check this out. So all this stuff here is from Lutus Antiques in Carlisle. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, if you guys like antiques, you definitely got to come to Carlisle. Specifically to one of the spring or fall auctions, folks. That is amazing.
And a woman driver.
Yes, the green-eyed lady, folks. So for YouTube out there, and you see the number covered up there, so this guy doesn't want to get bugged. So the new owner now owns this beautiful, gorgeous, funny car. It's funny, when I was walking by here, folks, I just knew something was up with this car. I'm like, this is not a normal car. So this is the funny car, and the gentleman was explaining it to me. So this is called the green-eyed lady. Check out the inside. Look at that. So it's a center seater, and he was mentioning the engine. Yet the firewall here and the engine is mounted very close up to where the firewall was, not in the front. And that's part of what makes it a funny car. So I'm going to kind of pan back here. But this is the world's fastest Firebird. This car was the world's fastest Firebird, driven by a female, and it's called the Green Eye Lady. And now the owner wants to restore it back to where it was. So this thing is bad now. Wait till it's restored. It's going to really, really be bad. So I just got some good education too. So what makes it a funny car is technically the motor is sitting right in between your legs. The tranny, the shaft and the tranny are kind of right in between your legs. The way the motor is positioned, you're kind of sitting like right over it, and that's actually what makes this a funny car. But yeah, this was the world's fastest Firebird, and this car's been all over the place. So and the owner is going to restore it, so I cannot wait to see what it is.
It'll be done then.
Yeah, so basically this car is going to go to Summit Nationals Park in Norwalk, Ohio, the Nationals for that. And it's one of the biggest Pontiac events out there. Actually, I think I might want to go to that for my YouTube channel. So that might be a cool event to go to. I'll have to add that to my list. But yeah, this car, oh my, I cannot wait to see this car restored. And it should be ready by next summer. Next July, I think, is when that event is. So stay tuned, folks. So here is a copy of the original magazine, World's Wildest Firebird. Oh, that is something else. And this car had a twin turbo. So I'm going to pan back out here so you can see the car. Had a twin turbo. The twin turbo got stolen. Somebody stole the twin turbo. So he's going to put the twin turbo back in it. I can't imagine what this car is going to be running. That is freaking insane. Like I said, right when I saw this, I knew something was up with this car. I knew there was something special about this. Freaking badass. So check out this 1955 GMC pickup. I mean, GMCs are rare already, but the 55 GMC at that. Now, we've seen a number of these at this event, but this is a freaking cool truck. A 55 GMC truck. Check out this Ford C600 cab. Oh, that is badass. Oh, look at that, folks. It is so cool to see something really unique like this. That's a freaking sick ass cab, man. Check out the 1965 Dodge Coronet, motorless Dodge Coronet. So you can put whatever you want in there. Look at that. Check out this Dodge. Oh, it's too bad it's in the truck here, man. That's a shame. I bet this thing's gorgeous. I'm gonna have to come back to see if he pulls it out, man. That's freaking sweet. That's a sweet Dodge. Not surprisingly, people are gawking over this car, as I was too when I saw it earlier. So this is a beautiful car, but let's keep walking, folks. So yesterday we covered this whole area over here, and it looks like the same cars we saw yesterday. Looks a little thinned out. We might walk through here again. So we just came from this whole section over here, and those of you that come to Carlisle kind of know this. So this is kind of where most of the vendors are, but you might find some cars back there too. Yeah, that freaking Firebird was insane that we saw. That the world's like fastest Firebird from 1971. That was freaking insane. But we're gonna just continue walking along here. Might get some coffee or something. Like I need any more coffee, and then may just kind of go over here. I might even do a live stream. We'll see. But anyway, all right, let's keep rolling, folks. Hey everyone, so in case I do a live stream, this is going to be my thumbnail for my live stream right there. I think that should be good. So, all right. Hey folks, you know, I don't recall getting this 1961 Cadillac, but she is absolutely stunning regardless. I love the wheels. I love like those, like, I don't know if those are artillery, would you consider those artillery wheels or not? Look at that front grille, man. What a Cadillac, I tell you. Keep walking around her. Oh, what a car, man. What a car. Alright, just doing some general filming here. We've got some Pittsburgh memorabilia there. Got some pickup over there. We'll see if we can get that too. Again, just, you know, a lot of cool stuff here. A lot of cool vintage stuff here that certainly will give you a shopping itch, you know, if you all come out here. Check out that Ford 250. Wow. 1966 Ford 250 camper special. So check out this pair, folks. Got a 89 Fleetwood, 89 Cadillac Fleetwood next to a 78 Chrysler New Yorker. And we did get these yesterday, I believe, but we'll get them again. Who cares? And look at the size of that New Yorker. Jesus H. Christ. Look at this. This has to be the most badass thing I've ever seen. Damn, that is serious, dude. Yeah, that is freaking sick, man. Look at that. You know, I remember I saw something similar at the Syracuse Nationals, and I was joking about it being a school bus and saying, if your kids are sissies, you gotta send them to this school in that bus. And this kind of reminds me of that, actually. But in any case, I just wanted to indulge myself in a bit of badassery. And that's what I'm doing right now with this badass truck. So check out this 85 Pontiac Grand Prix. Man, that's freaking sick. Oh, check that out. 2000 Honda Accord. Sheesh. Talk about making a statement, folks. All right. So check out this Buick Electra 225. That's beautiful. This here, folks, is a 1963 Buick Electra. Next, we have a 1987 C4 Corvette. Wow, check that out. That is one nice caddy. Pre-Biden pricing is what the sign says over there. Whew. That is one freaking beautiful Cadillac. Damn. So if you want an antique car, here's your chance. 814-329-7691 for this beautiful Ford. Yeah, that is sweet, folks.
Christmas one year.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you're all having a good time. So this is an opportune moment to break for lunch now. So I'm in front of a place called Schuman's Concessions. They actually have another stand that's around the other side, basically, of the stands. We're kind of behind the stands right now. But anyway, I got myself a big, what's called a Big Smoky. See if I can get a better shot of it. There you go. A Big Smoky, which is basically like a big kielbasa. So I'm going to go eat that right now. All right, let's get to it. All right, check out this 89 Vette. I think we saw this yesterday too. Very interesting look. Look at the wheels. Love the wheels on this and the pinstripe. Let's get a closer look. Yeah, I do remember this. This is the one that had the wood paneling on the inside. That is so cool. Nice work here, man. Hey, good, man. Good, good. Yeah, she looks tough. Look at this. So I gotta correct myself, folks. So this wood paneling here, this actually was an option back in the day, the green wood. So this was an option. So you can get the wood panel. You can get this Corvette optioned out with the wood paneling, and I did not know that. I guess you learn something new every single time you come to these events, but that is so cool, folks. Don't know if I got this or not, but just more really cool memorabilia. Again, I just love the signs. And then you have all like these kind of small scale cars over there. And like whatever you have, that's so cool. Yeah, I'm gonna pan around. And even though, like, you know, I've heard people saying it's not the same as it used to be in previous years, it's still cool to come out here though, nonetheless. I got this 62 Chevy. Yeah, she looks tough. Ooh, look at this. I don't think I got this car, and she is gorgeous. Came down from Connecticut. 51 Merc is what she is. Beautiful. So walking around, oh my goodness gracious, wow. Look at that interior. Oh, the purple. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh, look at that dash. Man, that is sweet. Look. Wow. So I was not expecting a purple in this. When I saw yellow from the outside, and then, man, that is a nice combo there. And the yellow steering wheel. Whew. Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful resto mods I've seen. That is gorgeous. Now that could be a thumbnail. I wonder if you'd call this a lead sled. So if you want this Merc here, here's the information. So, you know, there's Greg 203-729-8847 and Doobie 203-889-7518. And it's a Connecticut car. So, you know, those of you, particularly ones, you know, out in Connecticut area that happen to see this, beautiful, gorgeous 51 Merc here. I don't think it's going to last very long. So, you know, if it's still around by the time I post the video up, you'll want to jump on her. So let me get the motor too. See, you see how the motor also is coordinated, you know, with the inside too. It's a flathead.
A standard transmission.
It's got a standard transmission, flathead. Yeah, so, you know, a decent amount of work's been done to it. It's pretty pristine now, so you get a pretty good car for with a 29.5 basically. So, you know, I think I would argue that's a pretty good deal. This is the same model also. This is the same model. I'm gonna pan out here just to see the tire. This is the same model that Sylvester Stallone's character drove in that movie Cobra, that black lead sled he drove. So this is the same model. So you're gonna own a really special piece of history if you get this car. So again, you know, if this car is still available by the time I post the video, you'll definitely want to contact the reach out to the contact and yeah, jump on her, man. It's a beautiful ride. Next we have a 1953 Chevy truck here. That's beautiful. So this Sierra Classic, I saw this earlier. I wanted to get this. I love the elongated back. Look how long this thing is. Another GMC too. So we've had a really, really good representation of GMC trucks here. That is sweet. So just going to do a general pan of this building here. Hey everyone, so that building we were just in, that's known as Building T. There's actually a really cool history on the whole Carlisle event in the Carlisle Fairgrounds on one side of the wall. So maybe we can just take a look at that real quick. As I was saying, there's really a good description of the history of the fairgrounds. I'm going to pan back out here. I'll just show you guys some of the pictures on the walls. Kind of goes through the history and everything. So I'm just going to kind of walk here. But basically these fairgrounds go back to 1806. So you had, so basically 1806, you had the Carlisle Fair. And then somewhere, I think in the early 1900s, industry got involved. It became more of an industrial site. And then obviously there was no fair. It became a fair after that. And then during World War II, there were some years that they didn't have the fair because of World War II. And then a couple guys in '74, I think Bill and Chip, I believe they purchased just rights or what have you to the fair, and then from there it just kind of grew to what it is. And as I mentioned, you know, it was a lot bigger. It was different. I think back in the day they had rides, they had singing. There was a lot more involved. It was more like what you think of as an actual fair. So you know what we're seeing today isn't the best representation. Don't get me wrong. I'm very glad to have come here and still gotten the footage of the cars and everything. But you know, just the fairgrounds have really an illustrious history though. So look at that, cool, man. Here's a car I don't think that I got. A 54 Nash Ambassador. Look at the shape of this car. That is something else. And then check out this crazy hood ornament. It's like a lady just kind of laying on her front there or something. Ambassador Country Club. So I believe it was Nash and AMC. I believe those two are their histories intertwined. Oh my goodness gracious, look at the interior. Oh, look how plush those seats are. Oh yes. What does that say? Weather Eye on there? So look at that vintage dash. I'm just nothing. Haven't seen anything like this before. What a beautiful car. Woo! That is a clean looking pickup. Look at the wheels and the Chevrolet written on the back of it. Let me pan out a little bit. I have short-term memory. I may have got this already, but that's okay. This is a beautiful 72 pickup. Yeah, I think I did get this, but I'll get it again. It's a beautiful truck. Yeah, I definitely did not get this one. 1969 Jaguar Mark 9, if I read my Roman numerals correctly. So I really hope those of you at the Jaguar Daimler Heritage Trust collection there, you guys are watching this, because there's this Jaguar here. Look at that, man. Look at that beautiful interior, man. Yeah, the folks at JD Heritage Trust will be very, very happy about this. Jaguar Daimler Heritage Trust. Look at the wooden paneling on there. Man. Alright folks, I'm going to give her one last pan before we wrap things up for the day. So, you know, the fairgrounds are very beautiful. You know, it's great to come here and see all the cars and all the vendors. You know, it really wasn't as crowded and as happening as in the past or as Spring Carlisle, but like I said, I'm really glad to have come here. And you know, this looks like an opportune spot to do my wrap up. All right, everyone, we are going to go ahead and wrap things up for this year's Fall Carlisle event. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Bistragini. I provide car content. I cover classics, customs, exotics. I do a lot of local events in Jersey. I do some larger scale events like Carlisle and Syracuse. For example, the Syracuse Nationals. I also travel abroad and do some events overseas. In fact, you know, had some really good, great opportunities out in Belgium and also in England. Did the Goodwood revival event out there. That was also, you know, an amazing experience. Really cool cars there, great atmosphere. Do want to say some things about this event. You know, so even though, you know, it's clearly not as big as it used to be in past years, and you know, the fall event, you know, from what I recall, was not as happening as the spring one. You know, it was still great to get the footage of the cars and also to have time just to talk to some of the owners and talk to the people and just kind of go at a slower pace. So, you know, I'm really glad that I had the opportunity to come here. More importantly, I hope you guys enjoyed the footage of the videos that I post. And if you did, then go ahead, hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you all next time.